Every day, parents face the exact same breaking point. A child walks into the room, declares they are bored, and demands an iPad. To solve this, we use the Boredom Jar. This physical tool moves the work of finding entertainment from the parent to the child. We often treat a child's boredom like a crisis that requires a screen to solve. But leaving a child to sit in their boredom provides the necessary friction that forces them to find their own ways to play. Consider the example of Isaac Newton. He didn't formulate the theory of gravity while rushing through a structured task or watching a screen. The breakthrough happened when he was sitting completely idle under an apple tree, doing absolutely nothing. Parents must purposefully provide this kind of empty space. When you let your child experience unstructured, idle time, you give them their own apple tree. Building this tool takes 3 basic household items: an empty glass jar, slips of paper, and a pen. Write a single, open-ended activity on each slip of paper. Keep the activities focused on creativity and do not include chores. For example, you can write an art prompt like draw a monster with 5 eyes. You can write a spatial engineering challenge like build the tallest tower you can. Or you can include prompts that change their physical environment, such as make a fort out of sofa cushions. Fold these completed prompts in half and drop them into the jar. A well-stocked jar replaces the need to brainstorm and negotiate ideas on the spot the next time your child gets restless. Once the jar is built, wait for the trigger scenario, the exact moment your child approaches you whining for the iPad. When this happens, do not offer solutions, do not apologize, and do not list off alternative ideas. Instead, deliver this exact script. I hear that you're bored. The boredom jar is right over there on the table. Combine this verbal script with the physical action of pointing at the jar, and then immediately return to your own task. This script shifts the responsibility of solving the boredom from you back to your child. This graph maps out the boredom spike. Immediately after you deny the screen, you will face a predictable backlash where the child complains louder, whines, or rejects the jar entirely. Hold the boundary. Do absolutely nothing to intervene during this escalation. It is difficult to watch a child struggle, but if you step in to soothe them or offer entertainment, the strategy fails. If you wait out the spike, a shift occurs. After 10 to 15 minutes of unsupported boredom, the brain stops seeking external screens and begins to generate its own ideas. You will see the result. The child will eventually pick a chick from the jar or simply find a toy and begin playing independently. Surviving this short period of friction is the price of building your child's long-term independent play skills. You now have the physical tool and the strategy to handle daytime screen demands without guilt. Your immediate step is to gather the materials and assemble your jar tonight. When you put it into practice, time the process. Observe exactly how long it takes your child to transition from whining to playing once you hold the boundary. Handling boredom resolves the daytime requests, but you still need to manage the rules for the screens your children are actually allowed to use. In our next video, The Digital Handshake, we will cover how to build a conflict-free, negotiated tech ecosystem in your home.